attract nothing but wealthy men. They're like obsessed with me. I get on the internet and I see the girls running around like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to figure out where the wealthy men are at. Girl, they're literally everywhere.
Hey, welcome back, Motivation Nation. It's your host, Air Gordon. Listen, we're about to jump right into it. This lady says she's so fine that only wealthy men approach her. So let's let her get into it, y'all. We're going to figure out what's going on here.
Let's talk about dating with pretty privilege. While I do my hair, I attract nothing but wealthy men. They're like obsessed with me. I get on the internet and I see the girls running around like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to figure out where the wealthy men are at. Girl, they're literally everywhere. And I started to realize that that is my pretty privilege. Men look at me and they're like, oh, she's expensive. So a lot of times I scare off just men who work like normal jobs. And the only men who really come up to me.
Okay, I got to stop right here. So basically, all you women that aren't getting approached by wealthy men, you guys are ugly, according to her, and she scares off guys that work regular jobs because she looks too expensive. This is the dumbest thing. I have to assume this girl is in her early 20s because this is uh just a dumb statement all the way around. I don't even know what that means about a person looks expensive. I don't understand that because anyone that knows anything about people that actually have obtained wealth or have obtained any type of success, the last thing they want to do is flaunt that out because you make yourself a target. So I don't know what this look expensive means. A lot of people who wear a lot of expensive things, never mind. We're not going down that path. Anyway, let me let her go on. This is just funny so far, guys.
The men with means. It's a little bittersweet though. For example, when I go out with my girls, I do not get approached all the time. I get a lot of people telling me I look beautiful, a lot of compliments, but when you're a pretty girl, like you will not get approached often, but when you do, child, he is either an athlete, he owns some sort of company, someone who's got something going on, someone with status, someone with wealth, someone who's generous. Typically, when I am getting to know someone, the first thing a man does is lay it out on the table. They love peacocking. I could never date just a regular guy. I've tried it, and it just always gives me the ick because they end up wanting to compete with me. They don't feel good enough, or they sabotage what we have going on, or they ask about the next guy. And it's just this weird.
I find this very interesting. She's saying, not interesting, I find it very stupid. She's saying he's competing with her. At what level would a person compete with you? Like, as far as what? What are you talking about? Because she hasn't said anything that she has as far as intellect, anything that she brings to the table. She's given us nothing other than the fact that she thinks that she's pretty. And she thinks that she's so pretty, in fact, that people are intimidated by her. And that because she gets compliments, I mean, newsflash, every woman gets compliments, whether you think that woman is attractive or not. Everybody's attractive to somebody. And it's very interesting that you're not giving any qualities of an individual that has anything to offer other than you think that you're pretty. And now you think that guys are trying to compete with you. Compete with you with what? I'm still clueless as what this competition is because you haven't spoke of assets. You haven't spoken of anything of value. This is the part of the game that I don't understand nowadays. Why people think that their looks alone is gonna secure them a good man, and that they don't have to bring anything else to the table. And this is a person who thinks she looks good. That's what you think. That doesn't mean that's what the general consensus of the public thinks. You're even saying you don't even get approached out in public. But you think it's because you look so good, people are intimidated. Newsflash, people not intimidated to approach women in public, especially when you in a setting where it's men and women, club, bars, any type of social setting. Men are not afraid to approach women. So sorry to tell you, ma'am. So maybe you're not as pretty as what you think you are. But anyway, let her go on.
Competitive environment that I do not like. I have just unsubscribed to dating just like average man, especially if you're a beautiful girl. Girl, that man would do nothing but like bring you fucking down. He's just gonna be worried about your options, where you could be, how he's not good enough, how you deserve the world because you look like $1 million. And does he look like he have $1 million? Probably not. No matter how much unconditional love you give that man is just thinking about how he's unworthy to be with you. So save yourself the stress, sis.
Unworthy to be with you because you look like $1 million. Again, this is the social media fake lifestyle. You look like $1 million. Do you have $1 million? Do you even know anybody with $1 million? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Well, I know you don't have $1 million. I mean, that goes without saying. But I'll go out on a limb here and say you don't know anybody that has $1 million. You've never known anybody, and you probably never dated anybody of this stature that you're saying. This is the social media nonsense that we're talking about. And I guess the part that I find the most disheartening and the part that is the scariest as far as where the generation is going is that people just think that they don't have to offer anything. They don't have to bring anything to the table, and that their look some kind of way make people feel inferior to them. And that's just not a reality, because the way that you feel about yourself isn't always the way other people feel about you, and the way that you think that you look isn't the way everybody else thinks that you look. And it's interesting to me that people have to go and put on all of these extra accessories to feel beautiful and feel like they look good, but they don't feel comfortable. They don't feel confident and comfortable enough in themselves to look like themselves. Now, how pretty do you really think you are when you have to go and get all these external things to make yourself look good? When you can't wake up looking like that. So, how beautiful are you really? You're not in your natural rawest form. So, I mean, what are we talking about here? That's what I don't understand. And I think people need to spend more time fulfilling themselves, having something to offer, having something to bring to a table, to add to a relationship, versus she wants to show up in a relationship and immediately start taking. So in order for her to take from you, you have to already have an abundance, because she's already telling you, I'm coming to take because this is how what I feel I'm worth. Even though I've done nothing, I've achieved nothing, I have nothing. But because I think that I'm beautiful, I should be able to come and take from a man who sacrificed, who's put in the time, who's put in the effort, who's built a portfolio, who's built assets. I, because I believe I'm beautiful, should be able to come and just take those things from you that you may have had to work for, because I think that because of all the exterior stuff that I've put on myself to show up to you in a costume, because this ain't even the real person, it's a costume, that now I'm entitled to everything that you work for. That is illogical. That's backwards and that's upside down. And this is what the social media has bred. This is what is bred. And this is why so many women can't get in good, healthy relationships, and they're getting dogged out. And she just gave us a situation where some guy she probably was dating dogged her out and dropped on her head. And now she's upset with him and saying that he wasn't worthy of her, even though obviously she brings absolutely nothing to the table. We know that because she didn't tell us anything that she could offer in this video at all. It was more so look down on somebody that you don't think has any money. And if you ever been around a person that actually has money, they go out of their way to look like they don't have money, because they don't want to attract people like this. These are the people who really have money are trying to avoid. People who think that they can come and take it from you based on how they think they look. And I can guarantee you this, most of them wouldn't even look at her twice. Wouldn't do it. And this whole I look expensive, I don't know what that means. I don't understand what that means. So I can't even make a comment on what an expensive person looks like. I can tell you what a dumb person looks like. I can tell you what a person that's faking looks like. And you look like a young lady that's faking. But anyway, um, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna let you guys jump down in the comments and let me know what you guys think about this, and how do you guys feel about this type of nonsense? It's just it's crazy to me, because people don't think they have to offer anything in a relationship. They just think they're supposed to just show up and take, and some person is just supposed to give it to them. I don't know what alternate reality. Again, I'm in a twilight zone, so I never thought I would see these days, but I'm seeing them now. Never thought that I would experience this, but I'm experiencing it. So, hey guys, let me know what you guys think about this. That's it for this video. See you guys in the next one. Out.